Let's go inside. I'd like to introduce you to Cheryl Bout, the executive director of our agency, and
from children to older adults. We have a lot of different programs and services.
This is Phil, one of our therapists here at Family Service.
Everybody's different. Everybody comes from their very own perspective in life. So you can't, in my mind, have a kind of cookie cutter way of doing therapy. You have to tailor it to each individual person. And part of that is just kind of getting to know who they are, where they're coming from, and what their perspective on their life is. So I try to meet people in the middle, find a common ground that we both can kind of work with.
Hi, John. This is John Willis, and he is the coordinator of our home care services.
Well, we have a client that we had 8 years ago whose wife had passed away a couple months before we started providing services for him. I sent one of our great workers out to see him because he was sleeping on the sofa, wasn't eating well, was losing weight. The doctors were concerned about him. And as this worker worked with this client for years, for maybe 2 or 3 years, the client went from sleeping on the sofa to sleeping in his own bed. He went from just eating sardines out of a can to going out to supper, getting his hair cut at a barber shop. And he went from someone who was declining to someone who did well enough to come off of our program totally.
This is Terry. Terry's our development director at Family Service.
At times we all need a little help. And you get news that's just like devastating, stops you dead in your tracks. And your first feeling is you're overwhelmed and you feel like nobody else gets where you're at. And then you come to a support group and there's a room of people and they get it because they've been there. They've done it. They know how you feel. And then you begin to realize as they talk to you about this journey that you're on, that they're okay. They're strong. That they've come through this and they're happy again. And that actually gives you like the courage to say, I can face this. I can take another step.
Hi, this is Esther, and she works with our Meals on Wheels and senior transportation clients.
We give rides. You have to live in Champaign County. Rides are free as long as you have, with a volunteer, they are free. Atlas Cab, as long as you have an MTD dash pass, they'll also be free.
I think the thing that really connects everything that we do is that we're working to help people to be safe, to be healthy, both emotionally and physically healthy, and to be able to be as independent as possible. That's really, I think, the core of the mission of Family Service.